H-double-O-D-X. H-double-O-D-X.
Dancing on the beat.
I said H-double-O-D-X. H-O-O-D-X.
H-O-O-D-X. Yeah.
I'm not distracted when an ass walk past. I concentrate on the road, cause I don't wanna crash. I focus on my goals as I'm headed on my path. I separate emotions when they come to getting cash. I try to take a piece, then I try to come in peace. Now they wanna take my piece. Now I gotta grab my piece and my crib paid for, just to say the least. I don't talk much, I try to say the least. Unless I'm spitting game, then I'm spit it like a beast. And nigga, if I'm praying, then I'm praying to the east. This is what a God sound, rapping over beats. You sound stupid when you talking about trapping in the streets. I'm not reacting to distractions, I'm relaxing with the beef. But if we gotta go to war, ain't no capture and release. Bitch, get back, cause if I click clack it, I'ma squeeze. I'd rather die on my feet than live on my knees. It's a party over here, nigga, nah, I'm straight. Let's get a couple beers, nigga, nah, I'm straight. Let's hit the weed spot, nigga, nah, I'm straight. Let's take over this block, nigga, nah, I'm straight. It's a party over here, nigga, nah, I'm straight. Let's get a couple beers, nigga, nah, I'm straight. Let's hit the weed spot, nigga, nah, I'm straight. Let's take over this block, nigga, nah, I'm straight. I'm not a hard-headed nigga to keep bumping his head and don't learn from his mistakes, nigga, nah, I'm straight. You wanna buy dope off me, nigga, nah, I'm straight. I don't sell dime bags, nigga, I sell weight. You got ADHD, so you can't wait to smoke on some huff weed, sit around and wait. My flow is on the track, but you like wait. You can't rewind me, cause I'm not no tape. When you try to transform, your friends gon' hate. Because misery love company, so he feel great. Try to tell a nigga something, but he act too great. Now you run the whole company and he too late. I don't wanna slow down, I ain't got no brakes. No rear view mirrors, nigga, nah, I'm straight. When it's time for me to eat, they gon' know I ate. I eat like the Last Supper, then I scrape the plate. There's a party over here, nigga, nah, I'm straight. Let's get a couple beers, nigga, nah, I'm straight. Let's hit the weed spot, nigga, nah, I'm straight. Let's take over this block, nigga, nah, I'm straight. It's a party over here, nigga, nah, I'm straight. Let's get a couple beers, nigga, nah, I'm straight. Let's hit the weed spot, nigga, nah, I'm straight. Let's take over this block, nigga, nah, I'm straight.
H-O-O-D-X, baby. H-O-O-D-X, baby, 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 baby.
Peace, family. Peace, peace, peace. Lito. I hope everybody's doing well wherever you are in the diaspora. Well, family, y'all know how I do. Those that have been following me for a while. You know I deal with Hollywood. And I deal with the transgenders in Hollywood and the LGBT pushing Hollywood through their minions, through their relatives, because, you know, a lot of Hollywood is related. And not just related to the people you see on screen, related to the people behind the screen you'll never see. This is very controversial because I happen to believe that many, I'm not convinced that all of Hollywood is transgender, but I am convinced that many in Hollywood are transgendered already. So what am I saying? I believe that many of the so-called females in Hollywood are men, and vice versa, the men are women, born women. I'm going to put together something in the near future. It's been coming to me to do so. And there's going to be a shock to the world, basically. I'm on doing what I'm supposed to be doing here in the world, on the world stage. YouTube wanted to block me when I started doing this video. That's why I couldn't come on at 4:30. StreamYard just froze up. Crazy, right? StreamYard just froze up. I couldn't even start at time I wanted to start on at 4:30 prompt. But anyway, we're here, family. So You know, when you're dealing with Hollywood, you need to understand that Hollywood came out of plays. Playwrights. People were writing plays. And William Shakespeare said in one of his famous quotes, "The world is a stage." Now, I didn't know all of that when I got off in the television back in 1996, when I first got my own TV show. And I was dealing with biblical information and things of that nature. I didn't know the depth of Hollywood. I didn't know that there were transgenders in Hollywood, and there was that there was a transgender agenda. I didn't know that transgenders were considered the gatekeepers of basically Hollywood and the LGBT community worldwide. I had no idea. As a matter of fact, I didn't even know much about the so-called LGBTQ community at that particular time. But I've learned since then. And a lot of your so-called politicians worldwide, newscasters worldwide, preachers, teachers, educators, people like Oprah Winfrey with talk shows, talk show hosts, entertainers of all sorts, sports entertainers, bodybuilders, basketball players, football players, tennis players, you name it. Singers, dancers, actors and actresses. A lot of them are transgender creatures, especially the A-listers, the ones who make it to the top of the top. Now, y'all like and share the video so it can move through the algorithms, because, the way YouTube is doing things, if you don't like and share, then the video doesn't move through the algorithms. See, a lot of times when I go live, they don't let everybody know nowhere, all my subscribers. So I just decided to come in and go live without an announcement, like that's hours away. I just decided to come on 15 minutes after I announced that I was going to go live, just go live right now. Now, somebody asked me a question in the chat. What is gender fluidity? What is gender fluidity? Before I give that definition, I want to I'll give you the topic. And it is young Jeezy and Jeannie Mai Jenkins. They're bringing forth a transgender or a Baphomet baby, a gender fluid child. It's actually a sacrifice. That's what they're doing. All sacrifices in Hollywood don't come with actual death of the physical person. When you start manipulating the gender of a person, you're killing the real true person. And when you make them a transgender, you have actually killed the true person, and they're living as someone else or something else, a deceiver. Get my little frankincense here. Yeah, that little frankincense get to burning up in here. Some purification on these damn demons. Get a little purifying on these damn demons, Hollywood devils, out here lying and deceiving the masses. Oh, you ain't got to be sorry, my sister. You here. I'm glad you're here, Sister Andrea. Glad you can make it. Now, yeah, let's get the frankincense moving on in the room, right? Gender fluidity. Jeannie Mai Jenkins and young Jeezy has said they're going to have a child that's gender fluid. Let me share my screen with y'all. Let's get right into it, right? Yeah, I think this is what I want to share. It ain't showing me the picture. Okay. Boy, they really messing with this hard. What the fuck? Okay, family, y'all bear with me. It ain't me. It's the stream. Y'all don't want me to, bring this information to the surface. Anyway, here you see young Jeezy, bald-headed young Jeezy, and his big-headed Asian persuasion. I believe that preacher is Asian or something to that effect. Brother say you want to do a track with me. Okay, check this, bro. The track that I think you talking about was the second track I played. And that track, I'm just doing the background singing. I'm not a rapper. I play guitar and I do sing. So the first track you heard, that was all me in my instrumental. I do instrumentals and I actually sing as well, but we can hook up just so you know. Matter of fact, let me put my number. Let me put my number in the chat so you want to holler at me so we can do it. If you interested in doing a track with a brother that plays guitar, I'm not a rapper. I'm just a background singer. When somebody else do the rapping. All right? We can definitely get together and do some music for sure. Anytime. So now back to bald-headed Jeezy and its wife, whose head is bigger than his. You notice that Jeezy's wife's head is bigger, wider than his head. And them shoulders look wider than his. Even though this is, an exaggerated fit here. It's actually, the jacket is actually too big. But them damn shoulders still ain't they still ain't short stopping. No doubt. All right, brother. Peace. Yeah, for sure. Hit me up whenever you get a chance after this here broadcast, and we can definitely talk about that music. All right, now. It says Jeannie Mai Jenkins and Jeezy raising their newborn child to be gender fluid. So the child don't have a chance. That's the first thing off the bat. We need to understand the child doesn't have a chance. So this child is a basic sacrifice, not an actual killing sacrifice, not a death sacrifice or a sacrifice that brings about the death of. Okay, brother, 843, no problem. Not a sacrifice that brings forth the death of, but this child don't even get a chance to make a choice. They're going to raise the child to be gender fluid. Now, when I was coming up, we never heard of a gender fluid child. What the hell is gender fluid? Now, let's look at the definition of what that is. Let's look at the definition. Let me share this screen with y'all right quick. So we can see what it means. You know, these queers, these homosexuals, the LGBT community, they say there is no agenda. Yeah, okay. Let's take a look at this here. These people they have all types of definitions for their sexual depravity, for the genital mutilation. They have all types of different names because, see, this thing actually came from demonic energies that actually hate humans. And the real true humans on the face of the planet have hue. These are pale-faced demonic entities that use pale-faced folks on the planet, and they are used to influence some of us, and they want to destroy us. Let's just keep it 100. This is coming forward in the time of a so-called pandemic, and Pan was the god, one of the gods of these pale faces before they named or created the name Baphomet, or before the name Baphomet came on the scene. These devils was worshiping Pan, which is a goat god, half goat, half man. I believe that screwed animals. He was a man with goat feet or something that was screwing a goat in a video, in a I think on a picture I seen, or something to that effect. But Pan represents all type of sexual depravity, and this is happening during a time in the so-called pandemic, which is really a plandemic. Transgenderism, the pandemic, all this stuff is happening simultaneously for a reason. It's all been planned. The world truly is a stage. And the players that are actually controlling those who, or the puppet masters that's actually controlling the puppets, a lot of them may be transgender, reptilian demons, androgynous characters on the masses. Anyway, where's the word? Okay, I gotta go back. Let me minimize this and go back here where it was. Just bear with me for a second, family. There it is, gender fluid. All right, I see. All right. So here it is. Let's look up age. Okay, matter of fact, let's just read it. It gets better. It gets better project. That's what this is. It gets better project. Adjective: someone whose gender identity and or gender expression expands beyond actively resists and or does not conform to the current cultural or social expectations of gender, particularly in relation to male or female. See also non-binary. So these people want to bend gender. They want to defy gender. They want to defy logic in what gender is supposed to be about. Male and female. They want to defy male and female. I remember I was in Chicago and I listened to I have to tell y'all this story later on another time. Angela Davis talk about gender. Remind me to tell y'all about that story one day. I might do a show dedicated to Angela Davis. And Angela Davis is that revolutionary Angela Davis and her thoughts, or its thoughts on gender. But anyway, let me finish reading. These can be umbrella terms for many identities, including but not limited to: 1, a gender, a gender, or neutrals, gender neutral or genderless, someone who has little or no personal connection with gender. Bigender, someone who identifies with both male and female genders or even a third gender. Gender fluid, which is what Jeezy and Jennie, is going to raise their child as. It's a newborn child now. Someone whose gender identity and or expression varies over time. Let me read it again. Gender fluid is someone whose gender identity and or expression varies over time. So what the hell is their child going to be? Their gender is going to vary over time. So it may be a male, sometimes it may be a female, sometimes we don't really know. My sister said that's what I be talking about. They get with white women and they do crazy-ish like this. He would have never before he got in Hollywood. I agree. Now I'm gonna blow your mind tonight. Because honestly, in looking at, let's take a look at these two characters. Not tonight, but today. Let's take a look at these characters. Let me share my screen here. The hell is this? This ain't what. Boy. This is your daddy. What the? Wait a minute. Boy, damn. They're just going to show what they want to show. Anyway, look at this here picture, family, where you see the icon right here. The arrow, excuse me. And this one too. Notice the color blue, and this is some form of pink. See, they're always trying to hide the blue and the pink. The blue and the pink, they told us a long time ago that I remember, as far as I remember, when a child was born, if it was a girl child, that at the hospital, it was a representation of pink. Pink was a representation for the girl. And blue was representation for the boy. You see? And so we have to understand or understand why they use pink and blue today. If you notice, a lot of videos got a pink and blue in the background now. A pink and a blue colors scheme. Somewhere in the videos, like you got a video with Meg Thee Stallion and that other creepy long legs man, or short leg, bug-eyed, frog-eyed Cardi B. They got a video where there's pink and blue in the video, all throughout the video. You got to go and look at the video. I don't know what the name of it because I don't really follow them like that. But the pink and the blue represents basically transgenderism. And there are no born transgenders. So they have to create transgenders. They have to wait till a child is born, because you ain't going to be born a transgender. They have to wait till a child is born and then start the process of trying to change the gender of a child. So Jeezy and this big head creature here is supposed to be white, all the way into the worshiping of the Baphomet and the transgender agenda. They heavily into it. And now let me tell you something else. You know, this bald head may not be just because it cut his hair. Jeezy could be a bearded woman. I don't see much of a mandible here. Y'all don't see, usually a man has a jawline, where there's a L shape. As it comes down, the jawbone comes down and it kind of, does this thing after that, like an L shape, like I say, see? But I don't see much of that here in Jeezy. Jeezy could be a T-Rex, a transgender already. A lot of times when they take estrogen for so long, it causes the hair to fall out. I'm not saying that as a knock to all the brothers who just obviously lost their hair. No. But in some instances, though, it is what it is. Especially when you look into Hollywood actors or Hollywood personalities like a Jeezy. You have to, you have to really dig a little deeper. And sometimes you'll find that them you think are men in Hollywood are not men at all. They're women. And this is why they flip their children, because they already been flipped. See, if birds of a feather flock together in nature, that's just the way it works. Period. So, Jeezy may not even be a man. Who knows? I don't know yet. The jury is still out. Come on, bro. Jeezy definitely a dude. Well, could be. But I tell you what, if Jeezy is a dude, why in the hell is Jeezy pushing forth a child that's gender fluid? Why would a man, a brother, want to bring forth a child whose gender changes over time? Explain that, Keon. You say definitely. I don't think definitely. And if it is a man, it's a terrible one. It's one I wouldn't want for a father. I don't give a damn how much money it has. It's not beneficial as a father. And that's just what it is. It's not. Young Jeezy is a terrible father already. But then again, he married that Asian-looking whatever creature. And like the sister said, when they marry these outside of the race creatures, there's an agenda that them outside of the race creatures bring. And in this case, this Jeannie Mai Jenkins is all 100% in with this worshiping of the Baphomet, with the worshiping of the transgenders. Yeah, why would a real man want a gender fluid child? Explain that, Keon. You saying, he's 100% not because black men don't care. He just want to get paid. That don't even make sense. There's other ways to get paid. Why you got to use that way to get paid? I don't agree with that at all. I say there's something else going on. And knowing Hollywood, and let me tell you something else. You got to really study Hollywood instead of just watching the TV, which is what we've been doing basically most of our lives, is watching television. Nobody told us the intent of television. What's the intent to television on TV? What's the intent? You got to think about those who are the ones who are bringing forth the programs. There are television programs on TV. It's all programming. They're programming society to do this or that. Programs. Hollywood is actually a wood used to make magic wands. You know how the little magic wand go like this, And the magic trick is going on right then in front of your face, but the wand got your eyes going back and forth so you don't see the magic trick that's going on simultaneously. Jeezy has a son prior. Okay, that's what they say, yeah. He got a son prior. Well, maybe he is a man, but again, what kind of man wants a gender fluid child? What the hell is that? Why would you put out a child into the universe and not give it an opportunity to make a choice like this? Why would you put a child into the universe and say it's going to be gender fluid from the jump? Who needs, or who are you supplying this child for? Because it's not going to be beneficial for us. So what is the benefit of a gender fluid child? Who benefits from that? We don't benefit from it. And again, what is the purpose of television? To tell a vision on TV or the television. That's what they call it, TV. They're going to tell you a vision. But those who are telling the vision are those who always hated our guts. Pale faces ain't never loved us, if you want to use that particular word. And they're the puppet masters. And if you go higher than just the regular pale face, you see they some shape-shifting reptilians. These are straight demons at the higher realms. And there used to be a time back in the day when they was just doing plays before it got on television. They started telling their vision on TV. They were telling their vision through plays. And in their plays, it was the men or the women in the play were men, all of them. He doing it for money. That just ain't good enough. That ain't good enough for me. It's all kind of ways to make money. He a rapper. Get your dusty, bald-headed self out there and rap. That's how rappers make money. How you make money giving a transgender child, sacrificing your child to the transgender agenda. That's how you making money. So then we just basically, Keon, he just a devil. Jeezy should be written off by all of us. I would say so. I don't want to listen to nothing you got to say. I'm not talking about you, Keon. I'm talking about a man who does such. I can't listen to a man like that. I can't follow a man like that anywhere, because what you're going to lead me is right to the Baphomet. His handlers said he got to do more than rap. His handlers. Okay, let's talk about the handlers. Who are the handlers? What handlers? How you a grown man, you got handlers. Who are the handlers? The demonic forces behind the scene are the handlers. They are handling Jeezy. No excuses for the devil. Whether Jeezy is a man or a bald-headed, bearded lady remains to be seen. But what is seen is that he's definitely not on the side of righteousness. Should no man listen to this clown. And you should check all the rest of the rap industry. That's all right, and they ain't saying nothing about what's going on. Notice the rappers don't say nothing too much about all this gender fluidity and all this LGBT acceptance among these rappers. Notice they don't say much or nothing. Notice other entertainers don't come out and check nobody. Notice that? They don't never come out and really actually do no check nobody. No one putting the gun to Jeezy head, making him do this evil, this devil shit. Hey, that's right. Nobody, as far as I know, putting the gun to his head or its head. But Jeezy and its so-called wife, who I believe is a man, I believe that Jeezy's wife is a dude. They have joined the ranks of, who is it, a Will Smith and a Jada Pinkett, who I do believe is two inverts as well. Transgenders, I believe that. a lot of the A-list power couples, I believe Jay-Z or Gay-Z is a big old dyke, born as a girl, raised as a boy, given to the Illuminati as a sacrifice for whatever reason from his parents or some other type of way he came into the world. I believe Beyonce was a boy once. That's a lot of things. I believe a lot of them folks in Hollywood are flipped transgender. Brother Tim, I think it's already started a trend in our community. A lot of us get upset when you have these type of conversations today. When you want to talk about LGBTQ, people say, oh man, you know, that's why you worried about what another man is doing. I've heard all types of stuff for years, you know, because I attack or tackle these thought processes, you know. Hold on for a second. Let me turn the light on. Jeannie Mai is probably trans. Lots of Asian men are very convincing women. Exactly. Lots of Asian men are very convincing women. And notice that the Asian is being propped up now to take over the world. And it's the Jewish demonic devil, pale-faced German demons, Ashkenazis, Nazis that are making sure that the Asian is put to the forefront now. And this is one reason why Joe Biden, that holographic old devil demon, whatever that creature is pushing legislation or has pushed legislation for the Asian protection. Yeah, because they believe them Jewish demons, them shape-shifting demons who live under the ground, been living there for centuries, them demons, they say that they want to give the world over to the Asians and let the Asians run the world for a while. So this is the plan. That's why when I went to Jamaica in 2005 in Montego Bay, I couldn't believe Asians were everywhere, running all the hotels. Then when I went to a few years before that, in 2001, I went to Hawaii, Maui, and I couldn't believe Asians were running Maui too. It's been in play. The takeover of Asians of the world has been in play for a minute, and the Jews have been working directly, closely with them. And them Jews, them Germans, Ashkenazi demons, that's who we under, Nazis. Oh, okay, brother. I feel you, brother Tim. Me too, man. Deciding gender at a child, when a child is born, you want to decide the gender. This is sickness. But this is the way that we've been directed toward. This was the programming, and now you see the programming actually coming into fruition. It's all programming. All programming. We've been programmed for this. This is what the Hollywood entertainer has always been about. Again, before they took their plays to the big screen, most of the men, or the women, all of the women in the plays were played by men. Look at Tyler Perry. Did he start off with plays? He plays a woman. And when you look at Tyler Perry outside of his movies, he got the face of a woman, lips like a woman. He just looked like a woman to me. And then he said he feels better playing Medea than he do playing himself. The same thing with a Martin Lawrence, who used to grow up wearing dresses and things like that, coming up as a boy. I know a brother who knew him in D.C. and said he always wore dresses coming up. And some of the reasons why I'm learning now that some of the reasons why those actors or so-called actors in Hollywood wear dresses so easily and play women so easily is because That's actually what they are. They are women. They were born as girls, but flipped and put on television to follow the model of plays. We have to understand this. Go do some matter of fact, I'm gonna bring some. I should do a show on Hollywood and breaking it down before it became Hollywood, especially during the cabaret days. Those cabaret cats that supposed to be women were men. The white man, the pale-faced man, has always loved to dress up as a woman. Always. Especially over in Germany, UK, and them countries where pale faces live. A lot of the, like Princess Diana, that wasn't nothing but a dude. Nothing but a dude. And one time when Ronald Reagan was speaking in reference to Princess Diana, he slipped up and said, what they call it a Freudian slip. He slipped up and said, Prince David. He called him motherfucker David, just like when Obama slipped up and said, call Michelle Michael, and nobody corrected him. Nobody corrected. Nobody asked, who was he talking about? Michael and I. Barack said, Michael and I. Nobody corrected the creatures. Yeah, them Germans love to dress up like women. Them some straight bitches. They're germ man. A land of many germs. Germany. Bubonic plague. Rat boys. And gals. Nasty motherfuckers don't even wash their behind for months at a time. Maybe even a year. They may not. Some of them don't even wash their ass in a whole year. One time, one damn bath through 2-3 damn minutes. Bird baths and shit. They some nasty creatures. But again, when you see family that's pink and blue scheme with these preachers, they gone. They're sold out to the Baphomet transgender agenda. And some of them may be just that. Especially when they come flipping their children, talking about they're going to have a gender fluid child. It's going to be, which means it's going to be one gender sometime, another gender the other time. What the hell? And them Asians, a lot of them Asians, they are into that. A lot of them Asian men look like bitches. As a matter of fact, there's a movie, if you watch the movie with Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman, in that particular movie, Eyes Wide Shut, there's a scene where Tom Cruise needs to get a mask real quick, and he goes to this old crazy-looking cracker spot that got the mask. And so when he gets inside the guy's house to get the mask, the guy hears some noise back at his couch or something, and went back there, and there was 2 Asian dudes dressed like females. I mean, had lipstick on, all that stuff back there. I don't know what they were doing, messing with his daughter or something like that. But they were dressed like women. Asian men are not the most masculine men on the planet. They're not. That's just what it is. A lot of them are soft little bitches. Now, I know they don't want to hear that, and they want, might want to strike this video or channel because I'm saying it, call it racism. But a lot of the Asian men are bitches. They're easy to be changed into looking like a woman. Makes me wonder about their genes, Makes me wonder about their genes. They some weird looking motherfuckers. Yeah, we don't understand that the world, again, is, I'm going to say it again, William Shakespeare said the world is a stage. They done gave us a whole script. We have been given a script here in this particular, what they call United States of America. Matter of fact, the world is a script for all this here. Yeah, and they want the black man, the brother man, to do the same thing. That's why they use somebody that's one of us. That's why they use it. Look at dark skin, supposed to be brother. If Jeezy flipping his child, maybe ain't nothing wrong with it, man. I do the same thing. That's the programming. They want young men, especially to do that same thing. And no, I don't have no COVID. Okay? That's what they want the young men to do. They want our young men to be out here flipping our children, causing gender confusion among the rest of us. Let me see if I got anything interesting else I want to share here. I'm gonna soon let you all get the link in the chat, because some of you all may want to have something to say on this particular show. I think this is the one I wanted to look at. Is this it? Nah, that's not it. All right, family. This here is a little information about this creature, Jeannie Mai. I don't follow Jeezy, but I thought I heard some time ago he was having issues of speaking out indifferent against sisters before, if I'm not mistaken. Remember, Dawa, last year, 2,000 black men's penis from Nigeria were going to be delivered to China. Damn! Ooh-wee. Now, the Chinese are in Africa, right? Like I said, I've seen them already back in 2001 in Maui, and in 2005 in Montego Bay of Jamaica. They've been silently put in these places, quietly. I won't say silently. They've been quietly put into position in parts of the world where our people are. Yeah, they've been quietly put into position for a takeover, a world takeover later on. And we're close to that takeover, that attempt. Yeah. So now, this is Jeannie Mai Jenkins. Let's read a little bit about Jeannie Mai. Jeannie Mai Jenkins is an American television host and stylist. She is best known for her work on the makeover show, How Do I Look? And the syndicated, syndicated daytime talk show, The Real. And you know when they say The Real is fake as hell. As a fashion expert, she is frequently featured on television programs such as Today, Extra TV, Entertainment Tonight, and Insider. Born January 4th, the Capricorn, age 43, in San Jose, California. A lot of them Asians live in California. And I remember I was in Cali some years back, and I saw a bunch of Asians walking around with big swole lips and looking like monsters walking the streets in the richest area, one of the richest areas I had ever been in. I had never been to California until I went here, not to visit, until a few years back. When I'm gonna have to talk about this too, when I believe the Illuminati demons was trying to get me out the country. Somebody was sent to take me out of the country a few years ago and to stop me from doing videos and all. I'm gonna tell y'all about that one day. But when I was there, I couldn't believe all of the Asians and how funny they looked. The women was walking around looking crazy, big ass lips, all that plastic surgery. You see, when you get all that plastic surgery, you something else anyway. A lot of times you ain't even, you're not what you appear to be in the first place. A lot of times when it comes down to this plastic surgery, they look like some straight creatures walking around the streets. Broad day, I'm like, what the hell is that? And then every time I turn around, I was seeing an Asian looking crazy. Weird as hell. Yeah, already part of the agenda. Outside of Hollywood, already part of the agenda, though. Asians are truly part of the agenda. Whether they want to accept it or whether they want to agree with it or not, make a difference. They are. Now here the parents, you got the parents, you got the siblings. Maybe I'll look at that. We'll take a look at the parents. You go back here and look at this. Where is this at? Okay, let's see. This is supposed to be the mother of this creature, married to Jeezy. I had to really get into this in one day here in the future and break down this creature. I can't. Looks like a woman, but again, with these Asians, who knows? You can't always tell. You gotta do your serious research on them. You need to do a trans investigation on these creatures because they're being pushed to the forefront of this transgender movement. These creatures are transhuman. See, they want to change humanity. They want to destroy humanity, change humanity from being human to being AI. See, this is where Asia really comes in heavy with the AI, artificial intelligence. They are connected to demonic energies and entities. We have to really, if you're going to get into TV and spend hours and hours watching TV, you need to find out the history of television. Why was television even brought forth? What's the purpose of television? Who sat down and taught us that? A lot of things are taught in school, but what is the purpose of television? See, I took radio and television in high school at 17 years old. I was sitting in the radio and TV class learning how these pale-faced demons will take a 30-second soundbite and use certain target words for whoever they were trying, for the target audience, whether it be young people, whether it be older people, middle-aged people, crippled people, or handicapped people, that is, or whether it's people who sports, whatever it is, they have ways and words. They have ways to target you, in particular words that they use to actually get the attention of certain people. And they use as many powerful words or attractive words for that particular target as possible in a 30-second soundbite. And they put it over the airwaves, because this pale-faced devil is one who wants to control what goes over the airways, what's in the air, the messages that are transferred by way of air. You can't see it. The pale face actually wants to control all of that. That's deep. Jason Edwards says, I seen the mom saying how whites are more acceptable in Asian culture to marry versus black, and they bleach their skin and have eye surgery. Interesting. They're one and the same, Asian, Caucasian, correct. They are very close to being the same creature. Both of them got very pale skin. The most pale people on the planet are Asians and pale-faced crackers. That's just what it is. Yeah, just two cave cousins. They just cousins living in caves and shit. They just cave cousins. That's correct. And one cave cousin is trying to bring his other cave cousin on up, let him run everything. Because, see, the pale-faced man and woman has really lost a lot of credibility over in the world. Throughout the world over the years. Excuse me, family, y'all. Forgive me, I'm getting over a cold, okay? But I'm feeling good enough to do this show, so I had to just come on out here and speak on it. This happened, I think, the announcement came January 20th, during the cusp between the Capricorn and the Aquarius. Yeah, this is the cusp. When they came forth with this information during the cusp. If you know about astrology and you understand cusps, those 3 or 4 days or 4 or 5 days of darkness before the months actually change from one to the next. There are so many days of darkness, and that's considered a cusp. If I'm wrong, please correct me. But there are so many days between the changing of months in astrology, 3, 4, 5 days or something to that effect. Maybe I don't know if it's just 3, 4 plus days, I believe, where you have a so-called cusp, where a person that is born is not actually one particular astrological sign. They are a makeup of 2, a combination of. So we got a combination of the goat, which is January, the Capricorn, and the water bearer, which is the Aquarius, according to astrology that we use here in America. I see 33 folks is paying attention. Like and share, family. Like and share. Hit the like and share. If you like this video, you like this content, and you want to see more of it, hit the Cash App, family, with a donation, if you would. If you can, I'd appreciate it. And the Cash App is within the chat. All right. It's up in the chat. Go through, you can see it. Hit the Cash App, whatever you decide you want to, come forward with. I do have merch. As you can see, this is my t-shirt. It has my phrase on it. I sell these. Yes, I do. Brother, get you a sister. Sister, get you a brother. Drop the other, the both of you. My t-shirts off for sale right now. I have large on deck. So if you're interested in getting one, cash app me. $27. That's $7 shipping and handling and $20 for the t-shirt. All right. Now, let me go ahead on and see where I want to go next here. Okay, here we go. All righty. Now, here's the mother again. Now, this could be a transgender person too. Why you say that, Brother Dawa? Well, look at this eye, smaller than this eye. A lot of times through when they become transgender, there are certain signs that you can look at and see, and that'll tell you that this person has went through some type of transgender surgery, or they went through hormone therapy. And that gives sometimes a lazy eye. See, this eye is a little bit bigger than this. Asians' eyes ain't that damn big, no damn way. They're squint-eyed creatures. But this eye, you can clearly see, is a little smaller than that eye. There's no reason for they to be squinting over here, right? More so than this eye right here, right? So just look at that there. See, like I said, birds of a feather flock together, so it's very much could easily be. The skull is kind of big too, big square face, like a man. It could definitely be a man. I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying it ain't. Could be. But you got to pay attention, though, family, to the things, to anatomy, actually. Let me go back here. Let me see. Yeah. See, they're playing. They playing real hard with this here. They freezing the damn video and all of that because obviously they only do that because you're telling the truth. Period. There ain't no other reason to be messing with the video. See, look, see, freezing the damn video and all of that because obviously they only do that because you're telling the truth. Period. See, I had to. Let me say it again. They're messing with the video. They're freezing the video, things of this nature. Why? Because it is the truth. These demons are watching every damn thing. And when they start messing with your videos, manipulating the video, messing with the sound, freezing and stopping it, this, that, and other, it's because you're telling the truth. Now, let me find one more thing here. YouTube itself is ran, I think the CEO is a transgender. Let me find that, family. And let me share this page with y'all right quick, family. Share this screen with y'all. So this is why I have so much problems when you get to talking about these transgenders and these damn freak demons. Here's your CEO of YouTube, supposed to be a woman. This big head, this big square-headed, look at that mandible right there. See the L shape? See, usually the woman's ear line, a woman ear, this usually is where her jawline begins to, right here at the ear, and goes on down and curves up to the other ear. Usually that's the way it works with a woman. There ain't much bone over here. You know, and once again, you see the wanky eyes, they call it. The one eye smaller than the other. A whole lot of hormone therapy here. This ain't nothing but a damn ugly man. And this is why on YouTube, people like myself don't get monetized. I tried to be monetized years ago, back in 2011, 12, something like that. I was trying to get monetized. They never paid me a dime. Because I don't go with the agenda. I didn't come here to go with the agenda. I don't give a damn about the agenda. I go in like Neo, and I enter the Matrix, and I bend up, shoot up, kill up some Smiths. You see what I mean? And I come out. I go into the Matrix, kill up some Smiths, to kill up some Smiths, to kill up some of these agent demons, agents of the demonic forces. I come in here to do battle. I don't come to play games. And of course, they're not going to pay you to do battle with their ass. But that's ain't nothing but a goddamn transgender, freak, a fender bender, big ass, big headed man. They might delete this video. I don't give a damn. I don't do this for money. If y'all give me something through the Cash App, that's cool. If I don't get that, then that's it. I don't get nothing from YouTube. Never have got a check from YouTube. Most of my channels get deleted. I've been shadow banned because I come to destroy this hunky and all their lies. I come to open up my people's eyes to the truth. That's right. What a man, what a man, what a mighty man. Look at this mother. Nothing but a man, ugly man. With that, this creature been on all types of hormones. Look at that damn throat. All that bone in the throat. This ain't nothing but an ugly man. Period. Yeah, that's right, Philly. I don't play no games with this beast. I didn't come here to be one who is looked upon as a superstar in Hollywood. They gave me a chance though. Some years back, it was 2015, and I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna let y'all go. Well, man, let me share the link first. Somebody might want to say something while I'm talking. Oh, then not even wanted me to share the link. Ain't this a bit? I'm hitting the where I need to hit for me to share the link, and now I can't even do that. They ain't even let me share the link. Woo! Damn. Anyway, back about 2015, I was getting ready to do a video on YouTube. Now, my channel was popping during this time. I was doing a lot of my music and stuff, you know, I would take rappers' songs that were very popular, that had 1 million+ hits, and I would take the instrumentals and I would play my guitar to the instrumentals. And we got a lot of attention. Missy Elliott's DJ hit me up. And they sent what's his name? Dougie Fresh. Sent the video to my Reverb Nation page. Told me to come out and start showcasing my talent out in, you know, venues where he was at. See, they use the ones who they think you gravitate toward. See, since Dougie Fresh is supposed to be a little so-called conscious or something to that effect, they would send a Dougie Fresh to me, try to get me to come on in and change some of my way of thinking and stuff like that. But anyway, they came to me in the comment section. I wasn't doing a video. I said I was getting ready to do a video. But my comment section just started working by itself. Nobody doing no video. Just they came in and bam. Caricatures of Jews. Caricatures of Jews with big, huge noses and all that, big head, little bodies. You know how caricatures are. And the message was, you can make millions, but you can't talk about us. You can't reveal our secrets and things of that nature. And I didn't respond back to them because I'm not a sellout. I didn't come into the world to kiss the cracker ass to be seen on TV as a superstar. I know I got talent. And I know I got world stage guitar talent. Facts. I know this. But I don't need crackers to elevate me to nothing because I didn't come here to be elevated on Hollywood. I came here to help destroy the elevation of those in Hollywood and to expose the wickedness in Hollywood, to expose the vision and the one telling the vision, to expose the programming. This is my mission and calling in the world. So after I didn't respond the way they wanted me to, in 4 months, my YouTube channel was destroyed. And I've been shadow banned ever since. And I'm happy to say that. Let me tell y'all. I'm happy to say that. I'm glad to say that I've been shadow banned. I've had several channels deleted because I didn't come here to make money on YouTube. When you do that, you got to go with the rules. I'm not one that came to go with the ruling class. I came to fight the ruling class. Yeah, and I have a damn show hell of a punch. I've been knocking the snot out of crackers, out of these elite crackers' noses for a while now. That's why they delete my videos, give me strikes on my channel, shadow ban you. They don't do all that if you're not telling the truth. Why shadow ban somebody that's lying to you? Family, I'm telling you, Hollywood and what you think it is, it ain't nothing like that. You better understand that some of them you think is men in Hollywood are women, born girls. Vice versa. Some of them you think are women are born men. And that's one reason why there's so much suicide among transgenders. I've been looking at this situation with a Regina King's son, and I wonder, was that child flipped? Because a lot of these transgenders, they end up killing themselves. That's a fact. Suicide among transgenders is high. Why? Because they want to flip, they want to change back. They realize they've been deceived and lied to, and becoming a full-blooded transgender does not make them happy as they were told it would do. So when they switch back, sometimes they switch back or try to switch back and realize they're destroyed on the planet in this life, in the body they live in. There ain't no fixing. So what do? They commit suicide. Yep. They commit suicide on a regular basis. Yeah. I'm going to have to do something on that too and talk about the transgenders and the suicide among them. And they're tricked by parents like Jeezy and Jeannie. Sometimes they don't even get a chance when they come into the world. It's like these creatures that run Hollywood, they hate humanity and really hate the children that come forth from intimacy between a man and the woman. They really hate that. So they get parents. Sometimes the parents are flipped, sometimes they're not. Sometimes they flip their children, though, so they can grow up in the ranks in Hollywood. That's just the way it works. All right, family. There's the Cash App. They wouldn't allow me to. Wait a minute, hold up. Let me do this. I didn't do it right the first time. That's my fault. I'm gonna give y'all an opportunity to. I'm gonna give you 5 minutes if somebody want to come in here before I end this show and speak your piece on how you feel about this about this situation with Jeezy and Jennie. Because honestly, yeah, I know people can do what they want with their child. It's their child, supposedly. Sometimes Hollywood get children that ain't even theirs. They got surrogate mothers and all that type of stuff. Hollywood has breeders. Some of the people you think are men in Hollywood are breeders. Breeders. I'm going to talk about that one day too. The breeders of Hollywood. They have babies. Yeah, they be men. You think they be women, but you think they be women, but you think that they're men. And that's how they do it. But in some cases, you have actual people in Hollywood that just flip their children because they've been flipped. And when I say flipped, I mean they're transgenders. You're not looking at the sex you think you're looking at. And this is why they come out and they speak so crazy and do some of the craziest things under the guise of a certain gender, when actually they are transgender that actually hates the gender that they're playing on stage. They actually hate that gender. That's why they come and say all kind of crazy things for that gender to experience and go out and do. And go out and make a reality. Like a Meg the Stallion, Meg the Man Stallion, saying all that raunchy, crazy stuff on them records, and Cardi B, Cardi Boy, saying all that crazy stuff on them records. And then people like Nicki Minaj, who said that there was a little boy named Roman. Think about the Romans. The Romans, the gayest men on the damn planet, men who are nothing but pederasts, pedophiles, little boys, raping little boys all the time. Them damn devils. Nicki Minaj said a little boy named Roman is inside of it. And it says things that it doesn't, it can't say. It won't say. These people, these creatures that you see in Hollywood, they're not what we think. Anyway, family. Once again, my t-shirt, brother get you a sister, sister get you a brother, drop the others, both of you. If you want one, Cash App me. $27. I got a large right now. $7 for shipping and handling, $20 for the shirt. If you don't want to do that, that's fine, no problem. Cash App me if you want to with just a donation. That's fine too. I accept that. Again, I don't get paid on YouTube. Never have, because I don't speak the way they want me to speak. All right. Okay. I see people being dropped off the counter. Now the counter has jumped up 3 more folks. They like to mess with the counter and mess with the video. And if y'all can still hear me, family, put a 1 in the chat. Because sometimes I don't even know. I ain't even live no more. I see my voice, my lips are not moving as fast as I'm talking. They're already messing with the damn video. But that's what demons do. I don't expect the punk ass demon to actually do, what's right. I expect the demon to fight me because I come to fight the demons. Yeah. So, all right, y'all can still hear me. Okay, great. Well, at this point in time, family, I'm going to end this particular show. I done got hungry here. I'm going to put this air fryer to work. Gonna meet some mushrooms, nature's meat. I had some earlier. It was fire. I'm finna have me some more. So family, just pay attention to people like a Jeezy and a Jennie Mai, because they are working with the demonic entities behind the scenes that some of us may never see with the naked eye toward our demise. Hollywood actors and actresses are not your friends. Period. It's worshiping the stars. Like, remember they say people back in Egypt used to worship the stars? Well, the pale-faced man has his so-called stars on the planet. Then he has superstars. And they're where can they be found? On TV. And we look up to them as if they are actually people who are actually stars. But they place their star on the ground. The 5-point star, the penta, the actual inverted devil head. Okay? Cook enough. All right. I'll make sure I do that. Enough for me. No, I'm just kidding. All right, family. Brother, get you a sister. Sister, get you a brother. Drop the other, the both of you. Till you see me again, family. Peace. And Halito.